It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you lie down, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the man. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, la mọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, la mọ̀.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Thank you so much for joining me. Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends and tell them that Maiyegun today, especially all of us in the diaspora, this is going to be interesting. Share it.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Thank you.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it. You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it. You get it?
Okay.
If you don't get it, forget about it.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, and good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. We are still covering their election palaver, the charade that has now popped up. Kolu President Kolu. I don't know how we are going to get used to that. However, the international disgrace have begun. Just 2 days ago, this newspaper, an Austrian newspaper, in one of their publications, congratulating Nigerians, they described Kolu as a drug baron who just won an election in Africa's biggest economy, Nigeria. A drug baron multimillionaire. This guy, well, that one is a joke in a way, but the Financial Times of London described Kolu as a wealthy kleptocratic godfather of politics who campaigned on the slogan, "It's my turn," has been declared the winner of Nigeria's disputed election. So the result means Africa's most populous country and largest economy has replaced Muhammadu Buhari, an ailing northern octogenarian Muslim with a reputation for financial propriety, with an ailing southern septuagenarian Muslim with a reputation for lavish spending. That's how they described him. And also, where is that one? Hang on. Oh. Yeah, somebody picked this up. Said it's funny how people vote. This man barely knows if we are in March, but has been elected president, elected for president. How can there be a change? There's somebody from out there, right? I think there is another one. This particular one is a publication by a German newspaper as well, another German newspaper, translated into English. Tinubu thinks so too for decades. He has been accompanied by discussions about what is real, about his vital, and what is not. He made various statements about his education. He claims to have laid the foundation for his wealth at tax auditing company, Deloitte, which, however, denies having ever employed Tinubu. In 1992, the US government charged him with laundering proceeds from the heroin trade in a court case, prompting him to settle and pay $460,000. That would be a problem elsewhere. Of course, it would be a problem elsewhere. If somebody who is running to be president of Nigeria is convicted of heroin trade and he had to forfeit this amount of money, it will be a problem. But in Nigeria, the entire political class is considered corrupt and criminal. Let me take that off. Yes, he said the entire political class is considered in Nigeria is considered corrupt and criminal. Now, this is not new for somebody who is a typical Nigerian. Nigerians all over the world are stigmatized of coming from the most corrupt country. We're considered to be to have a criminal intent. Therefore, they beam more searchlight on Nigerians abroad. That is the reflection of the decisions of those who are back in Nigeria, if you get what I mean. Also, when they talk about character, the likes of Kolu has now given the Western world the easy, what they call it, the easy blackmailing tool. Let me tell you why. In Africa, neocolonialism is what we still have in Africa. Africa is independent. Oh, yeah, independence country. But they are still what? They are still tied to the aprons of their colonial masters. And you know why? Because the Western world don't give a damn about you, except for whatever interest, their own interest in your country, which mostly is commercial. Do you get that? So to maintain this, all they need is to give the backing as much as possible to the corrupt criminals who are going to hold public offices in Africa, because the corrupt criminals in Africa are not different from their colonial partners too. The colonialists want to come and extract whatever they can extract, and forcefully so, out of Africa for their own gains. Your criminal politicians also want to extract whatever they can extract, squeeze from you. But they don't even keep them in Africa. They house all their loot elsewhere in the Western world. So when you have criminal or when you have politically exposed persons like Tinubu as the president of Nigeria, what you have done is that you have given them a compromised person in charge of the biggest economy in Africa. Now, through that, including all those who are going to be his surrogates and friends, proxies and all of them, they will be under the watchful eyes of the Western world. If looting you dry and keeping you poor, at least we maintain law and order, even if they have to shoot you on the streets. The Western world will press for something they called peace. They don't give a damn about your peace. Your criminal politicians are looting you, taking your loot outside, for example, Nigeria. They are taking outside Nigeria. All these looted funds are scattered all over the place in the Western world. So, if the Westerners, whenever they want anything in Nigeria, it doesn't matter how harmful or how kind of disadvantageous it's going to be to you as Nigerians in Nigeria, Tinubu will need to walk around it and let them have their way. Now, you may not understand this, in the real sense of it, but I'll do my best to explain some certain present some scenarios that will make you understand what I'm saying. Compromise of your leaders, is what the Western world needs. Yeah? That means, do you remember there was a time, I think it was under Obasanjo, I'm not too sure, when they said that, this particular European country dumped some toxic waste in Nigerian waters, or they're about to dump a certain amount of tons of toxic waste to dump them in Nigeria water. How many of you remember that time? And if not because of public outcry, the deal was already done. The ship carrying the toxic waste already bashed in Lagos, just never offloaded. When you have a compromised people in government, such things will be like common thing. They will look like we are just trying to help them to save, because we are in partnership with this or that. Yeah, that is what you are. That's what you call a compromise. Tinubu is a politically exposed person, and the Western media are already feasting on that. But the blowback is going to be on many of us who actually don't even live in Nigeria. Anyway, So that's part one of what we're going to discuss. I don't know. I think it's Canada plastic. You remember that story? I can't really put it together. Yeah? You remember? Good. Now, something like that. Something like in, for example, yeah, you know that Niger Delta, where you have been hearing about oil spillage, environmental degradation, the destruction of wildlife, sea life in the entire Niger Delta region due to gas flaring. Dangerous. People are living and they are breathing in dangerous air for decades now in Niger Delta of Nigeria. Do you know why? Your government officials, they have no scruples. They have no political will to clean the Niger Delta and at the same time put strict, strict laws to stop any tiny bit of flaring of gas. I'll tell you what happened. Because you see, when you have corrupt criminals in charge, okay, in Nigeria doesn't produce or do anything when it comes to the oil, okay? The people who drill oil in Nigeria, anywhere you see them drilling oil, yeah, the people drilling there, they are those who are like subcontracted from those given the oil rigs, okay? So they will bring their equipment, Shell, and I don't even know if Shell is still there, but when you see all these companies who brings their equipment, yeah, the contract is percentage as the percentage level. So what does that mean? You have oil here. Let us check how many amount of oil is there. Here you get. Once they do their measurement and satisfy that it is enough for commercial quantity, so they will bid. Once they get the contract, the Oyinbos will drill the oil. Okay? They are also mostly the ones who are also going to help Nigeria sell the oil into the OPEC market. Now, what Nigeria does is, Nigeria just sits back after allocating the oil blocks. Nigeria politicians, they just sit back. Remember, they're allocating all these oil blocks, they allocate them to their friends, Abi, or their girlfriends and all of that, Abi. So they sit back and wait for their cut, 40%. It is called royalty. So whatever money Nigeria is sharing from crude oil is just a fraction of what Nigeria is actually, making from oil. Because Nigerian politicians never invested anything in your oil production in Nigeria. It's always been corruption, corruption, corruption. So because they didn't invest anything, those who are doing the job, they have no political will to tell them to stop doing the wrong thing. Here, abroad, here in the UK, we have, I think, is it Aberdeen that we have oil here in Scotland? If a single drop of oil, single crude oil drop, should drop on the floor of where they are extracting crude oil in Scotland, the company that is operating the place, they will pay multi-million pounds sterling in fine. Single oil, but go to Niger Delta. People are swimming in crude oil inside their water. They are drinking crude oil from their water. But Nigerian politicians, they are what? They just walk straight into those offices, get their Ghana must go, get whatever they want. And in this process, because of long-term relationship, and then the complete abandonment of the people, the environment and all that, they just open shop. So the Oyinbos are now those who are running the business for them. So when they say this is the amount we want you to say we made from oil, that's how much we are going to declare. The difference, we're going to take this, you are going to take that. That's exactly how they have been running your petroleum industry in Nigeria, your crude oil industry in Nigeria. So whether those people are now doing anything wrong, whether they are flaring your gas every day, whether you wake up in Port Harcourt one morning and the entire sky is dark and black because of soot, you blow your nose, you are blowing black something from your nose. You look around, you say, what is our government doing? They can't do anything because they have been compromised. And being compromised means if they should start doing the right thing, the Oyinbos that are giving them the money, they are making they will stop. If they say we are stopping tomorrow, we are no longer extracting any oil, your politicians will go cap in hand. They will be prostrating for them to please come back. Please come back. Please don't do this for us. Don't do this for us. But for you that are suffering and dying from unexplainable diseases, cancer, and so many other neurological diseases that you are suffering from in that part of Nigeria, as long as it's giving them cool, black, gold money, dollars, they will never raise their voice. So if they should start acting up, all they have to do is just to tell the Oyinbos have to tell their home country, the places they have helped them put money. You see that particular one, he has $1 billion in Deutsche Bank. That one, we transfer this also money to a particular company for him. We are the one who, they are laundering money for your politicians. Now, with the likes of Tinubu in charge, that is going to be the normal thing of the day. So, if you are now looking for your government to fight for you, to stop gas flaring, to stop oil spillages, to stop everything that has destroyed the environment, for example, in Niger Delta region, they won't have the scruple to fight it. You will continue to suffer that. That is what we call compromise. If they want to attack your economy, your country, all they have to remind him of is that, hey, mister, come here. We want you to increase so rate and all of that. Are you with me? But my people are going to suffer. That's austerity. We want you to do that. If you're not going to do that, well, you have to be on your own. So they will be threatening Tinubu and people around him. They'll be threatening them behind the scene with what they have stolen from you and the crimes they have committed. Imagine if a rumor comes and they say, America says they want to arrest Tinubu in America, your president. You'll be like, no, it's impossible. Then suddenly they say your president can go to America. I'm just saying, not like that's how it works. I'm just saying that's the level of embarrassment that you can actually face. Then you living in the diaspora, you have a lot of questions to answer. A lot of people will be asking you, is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Then you'll be the one to say, no, we didn't vote for him. He rigged the election. He says so he reached this and that. Is it true? Is it? You know what I mean? That I hope you are ready for, okay? According to Bokwari, is grateful to all of you.
Thank you for electing me on 2 occasions to be your president. And thank you also for responding positively to my call by voting for our presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. By the grace of God, Asiwaju is now the president-elect of our country. And as I mentioned before, he truly believes in Nigeria and is genuinely committed to the progress and sustainable future of the country. I believe Bola Tinubu will sustain our legacies and build on them towards achieving a greater Nigeria.
That's Bokwari saying thank you to you. And a lot of people have been now also saying congratulations to Kolu, but those who have called Kolu to say congratulations without having to come on social media, like diplomatically, that's how it's done, okay? I know a lot of you, especially the obedient, you are everywhere. You don't kind of give anybody any breathing space. The president, the prime minister of India, Modi, Prime Minister Modi, congratulated Tinubu on Twitter. I bet you in that government house in India, in Delhi, they will be discussing Nigerians and the way they responded to ordinary congratulations to president-elect. Prime Minister of UK, also congratulated Kalu. Our relationship is strengthening, is going to go on, and the rest of that, or more. The company like said they won't eat the guy. Rashaki, I can't even remember his name. Nobody was giving them any. We didn't let him go. He's not our this, you know what I mean. They have already, you guys have already made the British ambassador to Nigeria. What's her name? You have made that to lock her comment section for mistakenly saying, congratulations, Abi. The one that really moused me, that shook me, was when Ukraine Zelensky decided to say, congratulations to Kalu. Sunak Rushak, God bless you, Jare. Sunaki. We didn't elect him. I didn't vote for him. That's why I said on Twitter when he was writing all those epistles and all that, I said, look at this one. This one we say we don't even vote for. Can they endorse a criminal charade? But how would you understand when nobody even voted for the weary? Or when I saw one weary, one shiri, just miss road, enter the place. Hey, you want to bring this your Nigeria politics, eh? You think you can talk to Prime Minister of UK anyhow? I actually didn't reply. I just blocked the guy. You know, like I told you, there are ways you have to maintain, manage your own mental health these days. Okay, everywhere. Sometimes don't waste your time trying to explain anything. Okay. But he came, they wanted to come and drop their usual their slavery mentality, so to say. You this Maiyegun, you think this is Nigeria, that you can just say anything to, you better be careful. Maybe they no deport you, I say, they no born Sunak well. You don't know. You don't get such power. They're not born in father, born in papa, born in mama, born everything where you know. You know if you deport anybody. That's how bereaved and mentally sort of destroyed Nigerian politicians have destroyed you. They're not born in papa. Sunak. Show Yamadini. You can say, you insulted me. Oh yeah, deport. Show Madini. Yala Jai. And not even in his dream. But that's not how it works. So why should I waste my time explaining to one ombudsman slave? From Nigeria, God knows from where else. So everybody was like, oh man, wait till they go on, oh share you get. Everywhere you see everybody just they collect. And you know me, I told you I'm the greatest troll. I'm the greatest troll when it comes to following people and following conversations and picking up the points and the rest. I am actually like a troll. I don't really reply, I don't tweet much. So whatever. It's all about this election palaver, illegitimacy. So if they begin to look like you and say, yes, next, green passports, they look at you. They just say, press the button. This person is from Nigeria, sir. Oh, excuse me, sir, Mr. Adewale. Mr. Adewale, can you come this way, please? Please, come this way with your baggage, please. Sir, why? To you, it's not new. Nobody say they just do them. But some of you have not really experienced it. Maybe now this time you go experience them even more. So why are they doing all of this? You are coming from a narco state. Narco state, Ibawo. I am from Nigeria. Yeah. Our data shows there is a narco state, so we are sorry. You get to some places, they will say, oh, excuse me, have you been to Nigeria? I mean, your travel itinerary shows that you've been to Nigeria 3 times in the last 1 year. Yeah. I love to go back to Nigeria because you know what? I go back there every 3-4 times in a year. I've been doing like that for the past 20 years, man. Oh, okay. But in 2024, you have been to Nigeria 3 times. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What is going on? What's wrong? I go to Nigeria 4 times, 5 times. I do that. Check my record. Yeah, we do. We know. We just want to know what you did when you went to that Nigeria this time, you know, like, what did you do? Egbamike. What did I do? I went home. I went home. We went. Why are you asking me all these questions? So no, it's because, you know, there's this red flag. If you have multiple trips to Nigeria, we need to know why and all that. Except, you know, you are going to be experiencing that. You have no idea. When they say that elections have consequences, apart from the other, you know, the sickness of Tinubu, the incoherence, the what do you call it? What's what they call that thing again, Seth? Amnesia? No, amnesia. Dementia. That dementia. What else again? All of those that it can't really make a sentence. Any meaningful sentence, you will live with that one. That's a different one. But you being profiled, you are about to see it happen. I'm saying it, you should prepare. So when somebody stopped him and said, Kolu, as that's, you know, President-elect Kolu. Let me see where he was with Boko Ari. Anyway, don't go anywhere. I'll bring you that statement in a moment. Right. No, those are the ones who are still fighting over, you know, going to court or not. But let me keep you kind of busy for a minute with the man that is going to be the next story.
She can join in the picture.
All right, I found what I was looking for. So yeah, after the whole Bulaba, Balabulu, and the rest of that, okay. So Jide, who has been working for the past 1 year, working as Tinubu's, you know, house help, ensuring that everything is fine, is always behind him, especially the last 6 months. In fact, he actually abandoned them in Lagos for Tinubu. So he was with him just last night. Yeah, and somebody was like, have you been hearing from the world leaders? Said, yeah, they have been calling me. And that's not how he said it. If he just said, if he actually said that, yeah, I've received calls from, you know, congratulatory messages from this, from that, probably would be easy, Abby. Listen to him.
There was a good message of best wishes from Macron, the president of France. So that's.
What about your opponents?
Okay. Please leave him alone. Leave him alone.
That was him. I told you that this is what he wanted, Abby. You won't see much of him. It's going to be like a masquerade. And you will only be seeing the glimpse. Here you get. And that seems to be the start of that. Anyway, they said, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Don't ask him too many questions. So, behind the scene, ladies and gentlemen, there are reports that Peter Obi has been under real pressure. Okay, some people feels like we shouldn't use pressure, like he must do it, he must do something. No. Or you can also call it pressure. It's not pressure like must. But they achieved something that the Western world didn't believe was possible. A lot of us here too still don't believe that it happened. Remember that prior to the election, the tension in the country was so much that the reports that these diplomats were receiving was that if by any error or neglect, they allowed the OB movement to run through the way it was running, and OB is declared the winner of the elections, there will be crisis. I don't know if any of you you are aware of this. I'll explain that to you. The tension towards the 2023 elections, the one that actually gave these diplomats and all of them, right, a serious concern that they had to issue a security alert. So, I mean, what have you told their own people in Nigeria? They told them, don't travel to Nigeria. Okay? Not even after the elections. And if you are in Nigeria, leave. Some of you remember that. That was around December, January. Remember? Because they knew that those who chose Muslim ticket, they were prepared for war. A kind of war that will snowball Nigeria into an endless chaos, especially when it is all about somebody that seems to be, coasting to victory. They don't want infidel. They made that clear. Malams are, what the clerics are coming out that they were paid 10 million naira to ensure that the Muslim ticket flies. I'll play you some of the videos. All right. When I have enough of them subtitled for you to hear. Imam, a sheikh from Kano. So if all of that failed, it's just going to be the same plotted plan of 2015 that if Goodluck Jonathan failed to give them that power, then the number of people that would have died, or maybe that would have been the end of the democracy. They were ready. Anyway, when the election was going on, they sent the observers, Abi, to come and observe what was going on, good or bad, Abi. The observers started making their report. They called it a preliminary report. And do you know what they said in there? Especially the EU. They said, this is not an election. It's fraught with so many malpractices, violence, manipulations, distortion, and then intimidation. You couldn't call this an election. But they called it temporary reports. The day they released it, two of them did their media appearances here and there. Meanwhile, few hours after that, they left Nigeria, except for their ambassadors who stayed back. So they now said, since then, since the worst is over, according to these Westerners, UK, America, and the rest of them, including China, don't be surprised. They are involved in your elections too. But don't worry. People didn't protest. Oh my God. There is no riot. There is no fight. There are no, you know what I mean? That's shocking. Okay. Let's leverage on it now and maintain the fact that anything that we, in fact, puts Nigeria under, remind you of why you wanted to chop APC, Egbekegbe live. You want to chop them like If we get chance, I want squeeze them. So if you continue in court, that means you are going to keep that energy alive. You are going to continue to mobilize and hope and believe. A lot of you believe that, a lot of you know that INEC has failed you. They duped you. They deceived you. You want to be angry. You want to react. You want to protest. But you are now realizing that, no, it is different from when you were doing NSAS. You going out there to begin to disrupt the whole thing right now can, in fact, implicate your man and ruin his case. So you are being cautious too. They want that to be permanent in a way that you can forget everything and move on. And the only person that can make you do just that, according to them, is Peter Obi. Do you know who is leading the conversation? I beg you. You can go and verify you. Good luck, Egbere Jolantan. Immediately this whole drama happened. The question that the Obi and Obedient are asking is, if it took you 4 days to collate the results to announce the winner of a presidential election, that means you have all of the results to come to the time that somebody has scored the highest, Tabi. But from Saturday, 25th of February to today, the 5th of March, INEC is yet to upload the the full results from all of the polling units where election happened in Nigeria. Presidential election, to this day, they are yet to upload the results. So, according to the Obi, they said 20 senior advocates of Nigeria, SANS, they were not hired though. They said they have already enlisted and volunteered to help him prove his case in court. So here is the problem. This is where the problem is now. The problem is that even those who have no full-time, no full-time commissioning to go ahead and scientifically scrutinize INEC's results that declared Tinubu winner. The only people who have done it on a partial level, they have discovered millions of mixed up votes. You know, all of you, you go down to this, you remember this very well. All of you who participated in the Trump and then the Biden election, when after Biden was declared, Republicans were still finding votes here, ballot paper there, numbers falsified, you know that stuff, right? I'm just using that as something the scenario you can play in your head. That's exactly what is happening right now with the Obi. But the difference is this: people are doing this on their own. But Obi himself, is saying that he has the original results. From his own original results, Tinubu didn't score 25% as expected. 25% in 24 states as expected by their law. One. Number two, Tinubu didn't score 8 million votes from their own coalition. PDP didn't score 6.9 million votes from their own coalition. And in fact, Obi scored more than 10 million votes. Even despite all the rigging, despite everything that happened, though, they say they have that with them. Now, they are making sort of a two request. Declare me the winner of the person who scored the highest 25% of votes in 24 states in Nigeria. From their own calculation, Obio, he said he scored 25% in 28 states, as well as the highest vote cast. And he has the evidence. So it's now up to the court to see all of that and still say they don't matter. Here you get. But true or false, real or not, the former presidents in Nigeria, some former African presidents who are in Nigeria right now, the diplomats, European Union, American ambassador, and the rest of them, they are now trying to build what they call bridges. Remember I told you something about where before your Charade, I said they will rig you out. If you make too much noise that you are rigged out, they will form something called Government of National Unity. And it is a disguised way of saying, okay, let us legitimize the whole fraud. Okay, you bring some people, we'll give them appointment in the government. You, Atiku, bring some people. Let's work together. This is for Nigeria, Abi. Just let Tinubu be president. Is that okay? They did the same thing in 1999. You get? When Obasanjo was rigged in. And the AD, Olufalaye, wanted to challenge him in court. Guess what? They wanted to challenge the numbers they gave to Obasanjo in the north. Obasanjo didn't want them to look into the number at all. So the elderlies, the state elder statesmen, they started moving mad. They started making, and that was how late Chief Bola Ige became the Minister of Power. Minister of Power. I think it was Minister of Power. Then he became Attorney General of the Federation. And that was the position he held before he was killed. Ige belonged to AD, the people that were the opposition to Obasanjo. So I told you, I said, when you get to that stage, they will just do blah, 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 blah. They will say for the sake of Nigeria, national unity. Sure you get. Now, with all of these proposals, from a reliable source, or many, many reliable sources, you know, politicians love to deny. They will first deny. Later, they will say, okay, it happened. So, I said, but why did you deny before? From the reliable sources, Goodluck Jonathan is the one who is now leading the charge, telling Obi that, listen, you know what? From what he believes, right? Obi still stand a chance to still become president of Nigeria. But because of the tension in the country, that their friends, when they say our friends, they are talking about the Westerners, America, Europe, and the rest of them. Our friends need some level of trust, of stability for the new guy coming in. Because with what we have seen, the tension is not over. It is only postponed. Because the obedience who have come to clean INEC, if you know what they have done to the INEC, to the point that every person who participated in rigging them, they know their names, they know their families, they know their contacts, they know where they are working. Those who are working in different universities, obedient have fished them out. They are profiling them too. So all of this is like, they still strongly believe that their only hope right now is going to be the Supreme Court. With the evidence they have, in 3 months, Obi can reclaim his mandate. And now, this is where the problem lies. Tinubu is not going to let go like that, which means he right now is asking that, oh yeah, help me beg them. I beg, tell them that say I am sorry. Help me to go and beg them. So the begging there, which I called pressure earlier, is for Peter Obi. Please, you don't need to put the country through another stress where millions of your followers, millions of the people that actually entrusted you, they will be hoping and they will continue to push and fight. Continue to stroke, what do you call it? The tension of you stole our this. And they will continue to make Tinubu an illegitimate president. Anywhere he goes, they will just, we look at this one. Like, that disconnect. They believe that Obi could please save them now, instead of shifting it up to, and then completely destroy the legitimacy that Tinubu doesn't have. Do you understand what I'm saying? By the way, this is not a conspiracy theory now. Tinubu, generally, worldwide, is known to have used his stolen money, okay, to steal an election. Now, you might say, well, and the rest, oh, win and win. Ashwaju is our president. No, of course. It can be. But there are also what is called, consequences of, what you could say, elections have consequences. Everybody will have the share of it, yeah? But nevertheless, even Tinubu is worried. That's the point. I mean, if I win an election, as I did so, president of a country, I will be the superstar, and everywhere you go to see me. So incoming, you know, I got just a laugh like say, because listen, what else is left? You voted for me. Abi, you wanted me. So what else would I want to be kind of afraid of? The media. Bring the camera. Everybody, bring it. You know what I mean? But when you steal something, you will need to, and everybody is asking you, what have you done? What did you do? Why did you do that? What have you done? Oh dear, why did you do that? Oh, what, you know what I mean? So it's always going to be like somebody is coming for you. Sure, you get. So they are talking to Obi. Meanwhile, you know where the problem lies, The obedient way me I don't see you. They are already saying they're not born and well, Maiyegun. You bless you, yourself the grace, Maiyegun. They're not born and well. If you need money for court case, we go contribute. Which kind of nonsense you they talk, Maiyegun? That she say is not going to court again because of one. But no they crack that kind of joke. Oh. Let's say you don't even understand. Well, people have said that to me to my face. So the problem now is that can Obi tell them? Person will tell them, say, in the go court. And they were expecting him to say, we no go agree, oh. We no go agree, and everybody will just be like, see, I told you, I am actually like one of the best troll on social media. I troll a lot of pages, I troll discussions, and that's where I got some of how people are actually like, you know, surviving this mad asylum called Nigeria. Trust me, it's a mad asylum. The problem is that Obi cannot even face them and say, because some of them were like, they were waiting for him to say, no, we need to fight for our this and that. And then boom, that's it. Even Tinubu go don't run away from Nigeria right now. It go down big bass, goes back. There won't be no more election and all that. Now, that's exactly what has been avoided. The tension that has been sort of simmered, the Western world wanted to remain so. If anybody tells you that the rest of the world are not worried about Nigeria elections, they are lying to you. You know what we are saying around there? UK, United Kingdom, United States, Germany, and the rest of the Western hemisphere that they call the Western power. With what is going on between them and Russia and Ukraine, the effect that even me where they here they pay for. My electricity every month in this house, and I use a lot of it, used to be somewhere around there £70 in a month. Today, my electricity is somewhere around there £280 in a month. Same electricity, same bulb, same house. But because of the wahala in Russia to Ukraine, my gas every month in this house, which used to be like people say my house is like oven. My eating is always almost on. It used to be £91 or £92 in a month. Now I'm spending over £350 every month just to heat my house because of what is going on in Russia to Ukraine. Now they suffer I'm here too, but I beg no compare, because somehow we have an economy here that can still kind of jiggy us, keep us and make us still kind of all right. Don't compare that with Nigeria. So they were worried. If Nigeria election should become bass, 200 million people, even the terrorists in Niger Republic, Chad, Mali, Cameroon, talk of this place, Libya, terrorists that surrounded Nigeria, all those countries, by the time they see the refugee coming, now them go drop gun, run away, say, oh, this one is bigger than us. That is if we were at 200 million. So they were worried. The spillover, do you know how far Syria is? Syria, CUK. Do you know how far it is? When the war in Syria, when it became deeper, you know what they call dinghy? This floating, what do they call it? Floating boat, the floating rubber that you put on. It's like a ramshack or something. You put that on the sea. From Syria to UK, one shot, one let's see UK. Do you know how far it is? Now, so refugee feel travel far, running away from war. If Nigeria election exploded, Shawati West now on Madini, you go see people who go trek, go America. They will say, Baba, where are you coming from? So I'm from Nigeria. Since when did you leave? Since when the Wahala broke out? 2 years ago. How come? Why did you get to the border of Texas? It's a long story. It's a long story. Please save me. Do you get that? Because the whole world seems to just have been pretty much like a chess table like that. Nothing is far from any. Whatever happened from this side is going to extend to other side in a way that everybody will be uncomfortable. So they love the oppressors who can keep you tamed. Do you get that? They don't care about you. When you call them, when you tag them in anything going on in Nigeria, you are wasting your time. They don't give a damn. If the criminals in Nigeria can help tame you, stop you from becoming a bigger problem of theirs, they will back them, give them weapons and everything they need. Do you understand or not? Okay. Let's go to the other part. Elections have consequences. I don't know what happened, but something happened. And that something that happened was supposed to consume the entire establishment in Nigeria. It was meant to be something that no one has ever seen before. And I think it was meant to happen through disobedient people. The establishment stopped it. Somebody said, no, they only paused it. They can't stop it. You have no idea how scared they were. How much they have to walk, triple walk to pull this rigging. Some of you don't know. If the time comes that they have to confess and tell you what they did, they will tell you that in this history of rigging elections in Nigeria, this is their toughest one. The one that every time they sleep and wake up, somehow it seems that they still can't believe it happened. I'm talking about those who are supposed to be comfortably, in comfort way, to win an election according to what legacy Bokwari said earlier. But this is the toughest rigging for them. I mean, I can put my money on that. However, it seems that the money couldn't buy them legitimacy. It was like a tsunami that swept through almost everywhere, never seen before. People who are spending billions and billions and billions to buy people because they want to continue to impoverish the people, they lost to those who they have impoverished, but who had no money to challenge them. Therefore, they couldn't challenge them by money. They lost to them. So one of them, they released one of their, what have you earlier, they said that no structure, 4 people tweeting in a room, social media noisemakers, despite all of the riggings, they were able to present, they couldn't take it away from them, 6 senators elected, 34 House of Representatives elected. Imagine if Nigeria was a country, these guys would have been no more, wouldn't they? But that's not how Nigeria works. So after the whole charade, including Yeye Bello, that ended up digging a gully, a dug gully into about three roads that lead into a constituency of his opposition. When they asked him, he said he decided to dig the road so as to prevent terrorists, Fulani terrorists, from gaining access into the community. But we know that's not the reason why. Abi, El Rufaya of Kaduna told the people of Kaduna that those who are trying to encourage the southern Kaduna, especially Christians in Kaduna, to challenge him and his own authoritarian rule or existence, the hell he created in Kaduna, that they should think again, because they can only try. But you know what happened? They were more interested in the power at the center. They were rigging election for president. El Rufaya lost 10 straight seats. House of Representative seats, 10 lost. The entire 3 senators coming from Kaduna lost them to PDP. As we speak, El Rufaya is yet to win a single election for APC or any member of APC in Kaduna, in Gombe. Same thing. In Anambra, the Uzogbu governor, Solution, Abi Soludombu himself have also started begging. Yeye Bello have started begging. El Rufai have started begging. The one from Gobe is begging. Werewike is begging. Even Sonwo is begging. And I'm like, hello, what's going on? You guys have the chance to rig whatever you want. You can do it. Has rigging become so tough and hard? Or they are just pretending to be nice so that they won't really, all of you will not see them as hang on, oh, I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. So everybody is begging. Right. However, for now, there is no report that Obi is stepping down for any, is withdrawing his case or not. Okay, there's nothing pointing to that. In fact, from his own people, they said they already they've presented their own, election petition tribunal, presidential election petition tribunal. So they've already submitted something there. The secretary to the tribunal has received this. So this is them challenging, okay, the results. And they want INEC to provide, to produce all of the results they announced. The one that announced, where they got all of the results they announced, that announced Kolu as the president, okay, president-elect. Now, they have 20, and they said that there are actually more people, okay, more of their lawyers who are like, they want to be there. So the same way the obedient are currently, like, they have turned the INEC into skeleton. They have shaken INEC to everything. Every of their law, people don't they read all the electoral at everything. All this Gen Z, though, they are making videos about the election as well. All these Gen Z, their children, they are not joking. They are asking that the case should go to court. In fact, they want the court proceeding to be streamed live. They want to see what is going on there. They want to see those who are arguing, who will be arguing for Kolu in their courts. However, here is the request of the NNPP, the Kwakwanso people. They will prefer the entire election to be cancelled.
We are deeply concerned that going by what has happened on the election day, the election empire has taken our country back to pre-2015 era of election, where everything goes. To save our democracy and our country, the present election results must not be accepted by Nigerians and by all friends of Nigeria. We are therefore calling on the immediate suspension of the announcement of the results and the cancellation of the 2023 general election, presidential election across the country. New election day should be conducted as soon as possible in line with the Electoral Act and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Cancel the entire election. These are the people who scored that APC, Egbekegbe, INEC, I allocated 1.2 million to, and they won one state. Okay. Look at Pat Utomi. So this is the one that speak for Peter Obi. So they won, INEC allocated 11 states to them, that they won 11 states. And they also won the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Abuja, making it 12 states. Tinubu also won in 12 states. Atiku also won in 12 states. Do you see that? Anyway, this is the demand of the Peter Obi people. According to them, no retreat, no surrender, no agreement today, no agreement tomorrow. If they have any singular request to make, everybody that actually participated in this charade, the rigging, should be in jail. I think it's calling on international communities. No, they won't come. Pat.
And INEC begin immediately a process of review that it collate and bring all the materials from these states to Abuja, where people feel less threatened. And that every party name a number of well-regarded people to be on the panel of review. Open, transparent, with sunshine, before the whole world, all the media, global and local, present as the count take place. Unless they do this, then they do not show that they truly are Democrats.
The convener of the Big Tent under the Labour Party, however, condemned the roles played by some politicians, the military, security agents, and INEC to intimidate voters during last Saturday's general election. He assured that the matter will be taken further to the international community, including the International Criminal Court, for necessary action.
We insist that since our justice system seems to fail us, supranational institutions need to kick in. We shall forward a list of governors, other elected officials, and their henchmen involved in electoral malpractices to the International Criminal Court and demand prosecution.
On the governorship and House of Assembly election barely a week, he urged the electorate not to be discouraged, but to come out en masse and cast their votes for their right candidates.
The only way to concretize these gains is not to get tired.
74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83.
Right. I said he will report the people who participated in the rigging to the international community. In fact, International Criminal Court, if Nigeria justice system is not going to deal with them. Yeah, that's what he said. I mean, you heard him. I'm sorry. I just love to repeat what they had to say before I say mine. So, which simply means that the likes of Wirewike are going to go to jail. Yeah, they committed electoral crime. Yeah. See, somebody who is the PDP chairman in Rivers State granted this interview. And it's going to be a principal witness of when the day they go send Wirewike to his proper home He actually committed a crime, honestly, like jail in you. Watch this.
Politicians and analysts in River State, the demographics of the presidential and national assembly elections results does not represent the pattern of voting observed in the state.
You know why people are raising eyebrows when the results are came in River State? People want to feel that saw the results coming. Those results do not reflect what was finally declared. Labour Party won the money, but what's the final declaration? So let's assume that we are supporting that situation. It's candidate for us already declared.
Much touted political discussion by the River State governor hinged on equity, fairness and justice filled the last few days of campaigns. Was that the masterstroke Governor Wike used to win the state for APC rather than PDP? According to these political players, the seeming political marriage between PDP River State and Tinubu that produced Rivers election results does not bring any legitimacy and will not stand. The opposition in River State is walking a tightrope as it is required to find a solution to the political mystery that gave Rivers vote.
Here you get. You know what they did in River State, eh? Let me tell you. Wike, that made a deal with Tinubu, he didn't use his influence to get the river people to vote for Kolu. You know what he did? When the message went out that Wike wants people to vote for Kolu, remember that he was a coward that was not bold enough to tell the people of River State that they should vote for Kolu because they go roast him. So he appointed the 200,000 personal assistants on a polling unit matter. His job is to use them to influence votes from across the local government areas in River State. But that didn't work. Immediately, they started giving people their ballot papers and all that. So what they did was to unleash violence in so many parts of the River State. And while they were unleashing the violence, they started hunting down the electoral officers, INEC electoral officers, that are supposed to be in possession of the election results. That was the rigging Wike carried out. And that was why they said he carried River State people votes and he gave it to Tinubu. So what they did was that where, for example, if they say for this ward, the total votes for APC, 300. For this ward, the total vote for PDP, 600 or 200. The total vote for Labour Party in this this ward, 6,910. Do you see that margin? What Wike did was that, remember the 200 and something APC scored. On the same election result sheet, they now changed them to like 20,000, 6 something. And you see that 6,000 or 7,000 they recorded for Labour, they now cancel once the 7 and they will leave the 910. So the reports that they now collated will be APC 20,600 and something, PDP 200 and something, Labour Party 910. This didn't go down well with people. It actually pained them seriously to the point that Wike entered markets. You may not hear what he is saying to them, but a lot of people were angry. How could people just allow him to stand in between them there saying all this nonsense? And they make him feel so relaxed. He's actually begging them that, sorry, I did what I did because I believe there is only Tinubu that can fight the northern Nigeria when it comes to power. Is the only person that will win election and they will not overthrow the election. They will not, he's the only person that can stand for the South. That's why he did it. He loved Obi. It's not that he hated Obi, but he knows that Obi cannot fight these people from northern Nigeria when everything goes down. So he was saying that to them in that market there. And they were just looking at him like, because he sees somebody. You see all his own crime, the looting of River State, by himself and his friends. They the person he wants to make the governor of Rivers State is the accountant general of Rivers State under Wike. Between the two of them, the ICPC actually declared the SIM card, the one that he wants to replace himself with. He was declared wanted because of over 460 billion naira Rivers State money that couldn't be accounted for. Yeah. The same guy is being wanted by the EFCC, all for money laundering, looting, and the rest. And they know, say they can't go after with the Wike, he has immunity. So they have to arrest the person who is doing all the money laundering for him. But for with the Wike, instead of you arresting the person doing the money laundering for me, I will make him the next governor. Give him immunity. Then case closed. Before you know it, thank God, Kalu is coming in. Which EFCC? Kalu, just make Femi Fonika, the chairman of EFCC. May everybody just the first CC, you know? I'm saying this is how the politicians, this is how they plan, okay? So the Simfubara is the reason why when the Wike returned to the market, this time, he didn't take his band. He went to beg them. Please, sorry. I'm sorry for what happened. Let it go. So let me see. Where did I keep that clip? Hang on. Okay. Now you have to give me a moment, okay? One scene from their Charade election as well. I want you to see that. Then I'll take you to that Rivers State market where Wike was toasting the people. He robbed.
And they asked us now to go to the election officer. Please, he will throw more lights to it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Standing before you, I'm the Oladapo Asiolatunde.
Yes.
I am the presiding officer of this particular polling unit. The issue we had on the ground now is that we have uploaded results for Senate and House of Rep. The only where we have an issue now is for presidential results.
Give us the figure. Mention the figure.
For the presidential election. Wait. The total. No, you call it. Hello, sir. Hello, wait.
I have it
presidential.
Tomorrow now you go find them.
Video. Hello.
For presidential, the number of total valid votes cast for all parties is 161. Okay. At Select Bus Stop, open space. Poll unit is 080.
Good. Registered voters
281 and 281.
Okay.
Why the accredited voter is 164.
Okay. Give us the result. Who is winning? The winning result.
Okay. Yes. Okay. The winning result for presidential is LP, Labour Party, with the score of 137. APC 21.
Okay. PDP.
ADC 1. ABGA 1. PDP 1.
Thank you very much. And they asked us now to go to the election officer. Please, he will throw more lights to it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. So that's the scene of their election. Okay. I think I found that clip of Wike in the market. It should be this one. Okay. Let's go to that.
So that the Yaramba in that finish with your shot Obi. The Yamo, people are shot Obi. Obi Kaineso, on the Jojo Manara, Obi Kaineso, Obi Kaineso, on the Jojo Manara, Obi Kaineso, Obi Kaineso. So no matter the happen here. What's happened here? Well, money we won't share, no. Well, money we won't share, no. See, they don't move. We cannot move. We cannot move. We cannot move. Huh? Now give money. Oh yeah. How can you want it? Oh yeah, like you see. Now give them money. People don't go. See how? Governor don't go. You see, governor don't go. Governor don't go. Our vote to give to Tinubu on the tell us nonsense. Vote for APC. Tonyeko. Now we go vote for. Governor don't go. This will not finish.
So that is the situation of Wike now. So we have to like fight the battle of his life. It's going to be like war. His name has already been submitted among the name of those they are begging. Some of you are begging international community to give a visa ban to Abi. So there's possibility that Wike will not be able to leave Nigeria just before the conclusion of his term. Yeah, they can cancel his visa. But if he dare leave, they feel grab him. I'm just saying, right? So with a Wike gambled with Tinubu, the results are not matching, Paul. They no correspond. It's one of the places where Tinubu is said not to even. They said Tinubu didn't even score up to 10% of the votes from River State, but with the Wike made him the winner. So he's about to pay for that. Just same thing like Lagos. You know the Lagos election blues, where every Tom, Dick, and Harry is now from Lagos. Have you noticed that? And now the people that look down on people, that feels like they can look down on you and say, "What you want to do? If they pay you, go to court and the rest of that." I saw Soludom in a video 3 days ago. He was mocking the Labour Party, so to say. I don't know why he was doing that, right? Because he's APGA. They defeated him, they beat him like a blue-black. And it was this Labour Party, the one that he called Unzobu Zobu. Those who called Peter Obi baby politicians, only Peter Obi wave, now only breeze blew them away. Oh, I'm not joking. Oh, so they now said the solo dump is now asking people, to abeg. We know say they do governorship election for Anambra. Abegi, Tori Olorun Jesus, Shinekeme, please, Biko. Abeg, help us vote for Apuga. Now some people call they say you will go. Are you with me? So now he started begging, that don't do like that. It's not everything that you have to always, or everybody will have to be angry. Shebi, you know that I need people, and all of that. Sorry, if somebody is disturbing my people there, let me know. Okay. Jolade. Sorry, Jolade, okay. Ma worry. Only my war program, yeah. You can continue to watch on YouTube. We have people who don't, you know what I mean? They don't. Hang on. Ewo na Adegbola. Kí làwọn wèrè yìí ń wá báyìí torí Ọlọ́run? Ẹ má bínú jàre, lára àwọn wèrè tó sálà asylum wà ni wọ́n. So if you see any of them on the platform saying something that they are distracting you, okay, I apologize. There are many of these lunatics. They escaped from the asylum. Some of them, we are looking for them. If you see them, okay, just call our attention. Our agents and our workers, they will ensure your safety on these streets, and they can put them in the cage they belong to. So if you see any of them again, please let me know. And all of you, the ideal thing for you, if you're a Lagos, Abobako, Shogbo, Alimajiri, you know what I mean, is that you need to lay low. Because a lot of people are currently on high alert right now. You know what I mean? You guys are more or less like rabbis. You know, when they say rabbis, whether they find inside dog, when you bite people, it is contagious. So you need to lay low. A lot of people are aware, and if you see any of them on this platform making any kind of a nuisance appearance, kindly call our attention to it, okay? We have people in the Temple of Truth whose job is to fumigate this temple. Please, we apologize on their behalf. If you see any of them acting mad, please call my attention, okay? So yeah, everybody's getting serious as we speak. Now, they have played the tribal card. It seems not to be working. They have played the Omo Yibo. It seems that they have realized that not be only Omo Yibo doesn't want to suffer anymore. And not be Omo Yibo, the only Omo Yibo, they Lagos. It's not working. Every threat, you know what I mean? It seems to be like it's making people even more determined. Everybody Sanwo-Olu bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe house to house campaign. Ọmọ was smiling. Onírọ́ smiling. Irọ́ ló ń pa ọ́, ẹ máa wò. Onírọ́. Jídé onírọ́. Ẹgbọ́ Jídé onírọ́ ni ẹ. Ade Pointer, Ade Gator, Governor Pointer and Kill. Yeah, just take selfie.
She can join in the picture.
Your neighbor in Wanley. Is your neighbor around? I want to go and see them too. You know me now. We know you now. Excellency. We know you now. Let me take selfie with you. You know that I'm going for second time, Abi? Yes, now. Is your neighbor around so I can see her or him? Everybody is gentle. Election now your mates. Free money now your mates. Choice property in Dubai. Presidential suite all over the world. Now your mate, free of charge. Choice properties anywhere you want in the world. Choice holiday destination and then FT bank balance. Now your mate. They don't like you. You know me say the other ones actually like love you more than him. Everybody they look for a job. That's how it should be normally. If they take you serious, okay? Where you pay your taxes and you are indeed seeing what they use that for, but you don't. But the same Lagos, we say our Lagos, up Lagos, no, Team Lagos. Actually, that's the problem. Play tribal card. Some of you don't even get sense. If they play tribal card. Wait till you go talk about this one. Mr. Speaker. It's Olushola. Is my namesake. Desmond Olushola idiot, but I don't think that's Desmond Idiot Olushola. Desmond Olushola Idiot. No, Desmond Idiot. That's actually his name. Desmond Idiot. His middle name is Olushola. My own first name.
Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.
Mr. Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today, except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria? What is going on? Children cursing? People having the effrontery to enter an Oba's palace, hold the staff of office. Culture is gone. Mr. Speaker, in the next 5 years, there will be no Nigeria. If we don't start now. The youth is not only those who do the peaceful protest. Those who have looted, who have destroyed lives, they are youths as well. Mr. Speaker, pregnant women went into malls, picked things and went away. When shall we change this narrative? I put it to all the celebrities out there, all the motivational speakers. This is the only country we have. The wealthy will go. When anything happens, what is our common saying? We die here. Please, celebrities, please, social media influencers, stop the hatred already. You have a means constitutionally to change government. It's called your
your PVC. Desmond Idiot called all of us children for reacting to the murder and the slaughtering of young people who stood up against police brutality in Nigeria. Desmond Idiot called us children. I won't forget. But let's take a look at something. Okay? Desmond Idiot is the product of Tinubu's political academy. He lacked substance. He couldn't even express himself enough, like clearly as a lawmaker, so to say. Did you see that? Somebody where they call other people children. Anyway, that same guy, the obedience, they don't turn cooker on. You know, microwave. They don't turn oven on. Beside me, under his bomb as we speak. As someone who is doing door to door, the way that gave them a wooden bridge in Surulere as their lawmaker, the person that put a sticker on a cold drink cooler as an empowerment, and he took the pictures as part of his achievement. Somebody that repainted the public toilet, write his name on it as his achievement, or he's entitled, he's loyal, is expected to be rewarded until the obedience came. Now everybody have to go and do the job. Suddenly, they realize that somebody will not even get shishio is about to send Desmond the Idiot back to Nollywood, where he will be chasing script. Zebejiro, yeah, I'm back now. I'm no longer honorable. Do you have anything for your man? I can still act too. Like anything, like maybe, you know, I'm back. I'm back. I just thought I should let you know. Person will want send him back to Nollywood where he will be acting properly. Now this guy, somebody where don't feed and chop with Tinubu and represented Surulere. Anywhere where they see this guy poster for Surulere, and like this, they do him now. I'll show you. Desmond, idiot people. Look at them.
This thing not be about tribe. We know they do them because of tribe. Do you understand? We are not doing it because of tribe. This is not about tribe. This is about how our country go move forward. Do you understand? Not be about country. We know they do about tribe. We know they do about tribe here. Bro, you be my brother, I be your sister. Bro, you be my brother, I be your sister. You know if you see as something to they do me. You know if you see as something they do me, go pass. I know if you see as something they do you, I go pass. I don't fit do am because now the same blood they work out for me and you. Yeah.
For na Baba place there, they know they sell land for outside.
I not be Igbo and I'm working for a Yoruba man. This person here is a Yoruba man. This person here is a Yoruba man. Bro, this person is a Yoruba man.
From Calabar to Lagos.
Bro, this person is a Yoruba man. Where is
about 12 hours.
Bro, see this guy. The one where the president where don't pass. What people come out. Semo go put stamp. He come here, come scatter everything. Come pack this thing.
Okay, sir. I go pack her. We go pack her now. About an election, free right to vote to put anybody. Freedom of voting anybody.
Freedom of voting anybody of your choice. See me, as a woman where I be, I come out by this time. Can't they do this thing? This person, look am, not be Yoruba man be this. Is it not a Yoruba man? But me as an Ekwaibom woman, I'm working for this man. This man don't know me, I don't know him. But I they work for him. Not be your brother. You and they speak the same language. You and this guy they speak the same. Una be like this.
APC bogus. Níwọ̀n tí gbogbo wa pátá àwọn òdìbò tẹ̀sí o. Torí gbogbo nǹkan tá a ṣe lọ, wọ́n fún wa lọ́wọ́ kàfásà, wọ́n fún wa lọ́wọ́ pátí ẹ̀jẹ̀tì. Ẹnì kankan wọ́n mú pure water àwọn òdìbò tẹ̀sí. Owó ọ̀gá lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀gá wọn. Owó àwọn ọ̀gá wọn wọ́n ti lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n ní ti òdìbò tẹ̀sí o. APC bogus. Àwọn òdìbò tẹ̀sí o. Torí gbogbo nǹkan tá a ṣe lọ, wọ́n fún wa lọ́wọ́ kàfásà, wọ́n fún wa lọ́wọ́ pátí ẹ̀jẹ̀tì. Ẹnì kankan wọ́n mú pure water àwọn òdìbò tẹ̀sí. Owó ọ̀gá lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀gá wọn. Owó àwọn ọ̀gá wọn wọ́n ti lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n ní ti òdìbò tẹ̀sí o. APC.
The mama where they make the political base for the political criminals in Nigeria. They have always been the, the foot soldiers, bless their souls, or bless their hearts. So I was talking to you about somebody who is from Tinubu's political academy. But somehow, they are so scared of the 4 people tweeting in a room because nemesis and the antecedents are catching up with them. See somebody where they acting for us, so is big man now. He calls us children because Tinubu and then the rest of those who are using him, that rewarded him with a lawmaking. And in 4 years or how many years, the people of Surulere, apart from him, you see, politicians give money, okay? When you go to them for help, they'll give you money. Especially if you are closer to them. That's what they do. In fact, they give them money from their different political offices to share to their constituents, people who ask them for money. Now, this guy, the most popular project of his is this particular one. There are others, where he constructed, and he even put up, you see this place, the Chita Okeodo link bridge was reconstructed. Now, in Project Bidato. So a lot of people have seen him as somebody that there's no point in contesting against him. They are going to write his name. It's going to be among those they are going to say, one, whether you vote or not. But why is the guy now attacking, attacking somebody who probably is a product of tweeting from a room? He's a Yoruba guy, yo. See his name. Hang on. His name is Olumide Abiodun, right? But you see the type of politics they play in Lagos, If you are not in the camp of Tinubu, even if you are running under Oduduwa National Party, they will call you Igbo. It's a deliberate thing in Lagos. Sure you get? It's like intentional. Any political, up till now, they didn't allow anybody to put a poster of any other political party anywhere in Lagos until maybe a day or two to elections. Sure you get now. Now, people that were not allowed to put up posters, they still beat these people like silly. See, when I see the result of the election in Lagos, Shemika cannot lie you, it demoralizes me. Like, I just feel like, more that actually happened. When I see their original result, not the one with Enrico, it is so shocking. The distance, the level. So people are now saying that, what is wrong with this boy? Who told you to start putting up posters? You're wasting your time. Nobody needs any poster. Because a lot of people who are coming, they just don't want to have anything to do with APC anymore. And that is something that APC have discovered. The people of Oworo Nshoki, for the first time in 20 years, some of them woke up today, turned on their tap, not the, not the borehole, just the normal public tap. You will not believe it. Take a look. Lagos State has the biggest waterworks in the entire Nigeria. Are you with me? The level of federal government built waterworks in Lagos can give every household in Lagos public water, public drinking and drinkable water. But it is also part of the failure of APC, Egbekegbe, in 24 years. Election are your mates. Obedience now your mates. There are say people from Oworo Nshoki. See, if you are watching me from Lagos, if you are watching me from Lagos, tell me. Did you see public water today or yesterday suddenly coming out of your tap? No. See, Emma Jabara Moreje. Mokuna no they cover good thing, Let's talk am. Even if na election. Sure you get. Talk am. They are still not giving up on their threats, yo. For our people who have managed to sneak into their WhatsApp group, they are still threatening people. I want there. You are still threatening people. You are still planning to, because everybody is Igbo. When you see your brother, you say he's Igbo. When you see that one, you say he's working for Igbo. When you see that other one. Meanwhile, for 24 years, you have been living under the worst poverty. Some of you have never experienced anything good life in your life. How old are you? You, Sorry, Baba Konsha in Mumbai. I'm not talking to you, old man. I'm talking to that, you. How old are you? 20? 25? Or 24? How old are you? 18? Chori, if you are 25 years and below, and you are born in Nigeria, trust me, none of you have ever tasted anything good about life. You have been only surviving and living off the card that life have dealt you. A lot of you have never really experienced real life to say, wow, so this is how life should have been. 24 years of your life. So yeah, you're just so free to gamble them away anytime you want. So now you can go and save the water before you all go back and start running about looking for one. Even this one, look at this one. He's trekking from Katsina down to Lagos on a bicycle. Look at that bicycle. The boy is on his way from Katsina. He wants to come and congratulate Kalu in Lagos. How would you describe this one now? He loved Kalu so much and he's built so much hope. From Katsina, from Bokwari place, so the headquarters of the Fulani terrorists. So, see the keke? You will soon see him in Lagos. I just hope by the time you get to Lagos, they have not rigged there somewhere Iku back. Because if they don't rig somewhere Iku back, now hunger they go take carry him and his Okada, and his keke. You know in Lagos, right? Somewhere Iku woke up one day and he issued license to people called Gokada. You know Gokada? That time when you feed they call Okada hailing business, They came with this green bike, super bike, and you just call them Gokada. I don't book Gokada. They pay almost $100 million to Lagos. Investment into Yayi to make sense. Revolutionizing Okada riding in Lagos. I mean, I was laughing anyway when I saw that. Now, so somewhere Iku woke up another day when the likes of MC Oluero and the rest of them felt like this Gokada people know they pay owo load. So no, they can't pay owo load. They are government sanctioned Okada hailing business to mother. Ogbeni, which one be Okada? Gokada go vote for you, Abi. Now this Gokada people go and rig election for you, Abi. They play, Shogba, come and play. So Gokada no go pay us owo load. They no go collect tickets for this Lagos. Now so Sonwe Iku woke up the other day and said, we are banning Okada. Now so Gokada said, Esa, it's me, sir. Gokada chairman, sir. Remember the money we paid 6 months ago. We have not even, you said it's going to be for 5 years. We have not recovered 1% of the money because Agberu are disturbing us. And I read it in the news this morning that you are banning Okada. What will happen to all of our Gokada? Before the guy will realize that no be Sonwe Queen they talk to na voicemail. See outbreak. Hello, sir. Hello. Did you get my message, sir? Are you there, sir? Leave your message after the tone. Pum. Ha. Jide Ugbagomo. Investment in Gokada. Enter caution. Here you get. So yeah, it's your choice. I mean, just know that elections have consequences in its own. And if this guy should, by mistake, enter Lagos around the time that Sonwe Iku, after you have put him through this trauma, all of you are putting him through. Say, thank you so much. My dear, my fellow Lagosians, my dear Lagos people, it is me, your governor. I want to share with you today our achievements on so and so. My dear people of Lagos State. Oh, my lovely people of Lagos State. My love of my life of Lagos State. It's me, your governor. I mean, people said, Baba, kilo she wede you Baba iti harass wow. Maiyegun, hello, Maiyegun. I said, what happened? I want to report somebody for harassment. Why are you reporting somebody to me for harassment? I mean, you are reporting that somebody is harassing you. Why don't you call the police? No, leave police. Maiyegun, let me report that person to. Who is that person? Nigeria somewhere cool. Why are you? I mean, what happened? Every small thing, when you turn left, when you turn right, is harassing us with, I am your governor. I love you. You remember, we have come a long way. I love you so much. I said, why is he harassing us? I said, where? He said, on social media. I said, but he has an election on Saturday. He said, that's the point. We are telling him that, okay, we love him too. We like you, but we are not going to vote for you. But he won't stop. He's harassing us. I said, well, you should go and harass him on Saturday too, with your vote, Abi, if they will let you have one. It doesn't really matter anyway, okay? We'll see how that goes. Election will be your mate. Okowa, before their Charade election, they were saying that, you know Nigeria context, because like I said, I'm one of the greatest troll on social media who follows almost everyone, everywhere, conversations and all that, right? So we have those we call the Mekano boys. Those are the Atifkus boys, Mekano boys. The Agbadomites are the Tifnumbus boys, the Lagos Sabobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris. They call them the bat idiots or agbadomites. So like Nigeria, right? Whenever they were having their conversation about what will happen in 2023 election, right? For Atiku and for Kolu, Tifnumbu. So they started sharing territories. And they will be using the word like, Ekiti is in the bag. Akwa Ibom is in the bag for Atiku. Lagos is in the bag for Tifnumbu. Kasina, Kano, Kaduna, they are all in the bag because of Gandola, the Babanriga mobile banking CEO of Kano, your future ICPC chairman, EFCC chairman, or they can even make him your Attorney General of Nigeria. Bokwari made a Sharia court judge from somewhere in Kotangora, Kudeji, or somewhere, very far. Sharia ni ma yen handle ni Kano. Sharia, anybody will say anything about a prophet, anybody will anything. Na Sharia to settle thing. Bokwari made him CJN. Chief Justice of Nigeria, where other people where they wear wig, they shout, "My Lord, my Lord, my Lord, sir, my Justice, Lord, sir, my Lord, sir, my Lord, sir." Now Sharia court judge them bring. That's why his first judgment as the CJN of Nigeria was to send Atiku into the oblivion that listen, INEC no get server. They say they no get server. Atiku, which will be your problem? If you say they get server, they say they no get server. You say they get server. Okay, technicality. Because of this technicality, Nigeria, Supreme Court cannot cancel the election of Bokwari in 2019 rather. So what is wrong? If they make Gandola your what do you call it? Attorney General of Nigeria, Kiloveshe, what do you go do? If they turn Femi Foni Kayode or for Food Kayode, FFK, if they turn them to the EFCC chairman, what you go do? I'm just saying, now Nigeria, if you would like to see it that way. But election, Mado, Imado, the Mekano boys that said Delta State is in the bag because of Okowa. When I saw Okowa, the day Okowa go vote, Okowa can be like somebody, maybe say, somebody like me, where nobody knows. I can put up a poster, say I won't be president. So the day I can't go to my polling unit, even my people from my polling unit are just like, now me can't they forced to greet them. Hi. They see me, I'm your governor now. Are you that busy? Yeah. Hello? Can you not see me? Hello? Hello? Hi. Okay. I love, it was so embarrassing. I don't know if you have seen that video, but I don't have it anymore. Ashe. Na Akposako. All this, when they were doing this Akpo Bako bagi for Bako Cementi, Saki. Later they said they don't use the sack anymore. They started using paper. Ashe the bag that Okowa decided to borrow 280 billion naira to invest in Atifu's campaign. And they said Delta State is in the bag. Omo yami. Ashe akobako ni paper ni. Last, by the time they check, nothing. See, the Delta where they talk saying they inside the bag. Omo yami. Day. Now this obedient to this obedient. Fear them. If you get something to, if you are one of those Nigerian, fear them. If you get something to lose, if they get something from Nigeria and the rest of them, if they say they are coming for you, they may not be able to, or they might not have been able to overturn things. But Baba, ask Okowa. Even Okowa daughter, they wear PDP shirts and they shout, Labour Party, democracy for not here.
So I did plead with you now. Because I know so many people know they happy, but I did plead with you now. Make una support me. Elections na next week Saturday. Na beg, I dey beg you. Labour Party.
Papa, Mama,
Unfortunately, the Mekano boys have disappeared. They are no longer talking about something in the bag or not in the bag anymore. Some said that Atifu could serve. Don't tell in house workers for Dubai, make them clean the flat. Daddy is coming back home. And don't forget, in Nigeria, if they say Bokwari is taking home over 2 billion naira as the president of Nigeria, do you know that by law, Obasanjo is collecting the same. Jonathan is collecting the same. Who else is there? Babangida is collecting the same. Gowon is collecting the same. Abdusalami Abubakar is collecting the same money. Guess what? All of their deputies that some of you don't even know, their vices that you don't even remember anymore, they are also collecting their own fraction of the law they made to pay the past presidents of Nigeria their pension, which is equivalent to the take-home pay of the current president by law. So if you think Atiku going back to Dubai is got something to lose, now still they feed them all, in case if you don't know. Now still they pay for whatever is, because you know what? All the people where they work for them, by law, driver, cook, and this or that, so by your fraudulent 1999 constitution and their pension law for criminal politicians. Now still they feed them. I just thought I should tell you, in case if you probably never thought of it. A lot of people probably don't. Talking about the obedient and their wahala, as the politicians of Nigeria will say, for Enugu, after they defeated the governor of Enugu, we won't go Senate. They beat him. Beat some of the people we put up. Shimaroke Namani was lucky. Somehow, the person that's supposed to have trounced him as well that day happened to be somebody they ended up killing. They killed him, burnt 4 other people. Therefore, they couldn't do the election. So they're going to do that later. And for those who know Shimaroke Namani very well, is more dangerous than Tifnumbu. He just didn't have the whole clout of Tifnumbuni. Are you with me? But in Enugu, where Shimaroke Namani also comes from, the person that want to be their governor there, PDP. Now from church, then chase him. Don't be me, just reporting.
Hey, man, the name maybe some Maya. Maybe share the Maya. Maybe share the Maya. Maybe share the Maya. That is when the league go Pitamba. Tosa. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this drink. We don't need your drink. Pitamba, we don't need your drink. Hey, God. Let me share. Hey! Imagine. Oh God.
Now the people where they won't try to stop, now the energy that the Western world was scared of, the energy that the Western world and their diplomats, that they are worried about, that somehow, people are bottling a lot of things here. That if you allow them to explode and do what they really want to do, the level at which they will go after these criminal politicians will shock you. And they don't want anything that is going to fuel that hope. So that is where the pressure or no pressure that you are hearing on Obi comes from. Okay? The pressure of if they can make him accept a deal. That deal is called the deal of government of national unity. Where it is going to be like, I'm not going to go to court again. We'll let the new president-elect enjoy his tenure, and we will support him. But you see this kind of rigging where Tinubu carried out. After all APC have done to the people in the last 8 years, Okay. It will take a lot. So the only fear now is that if Obi, as they claim, as they know, continue to reject those proposals, the next, what will be their next line of action could actually set Obi himself up as somebody who doesn't want peace. However, the whole thing as we speak still borders on let them open the tribunal first. May the firework and the legal firework start. And some said, well, that can last for years. Others said, with the new Electoral Act, it says that all litigation must be concluded before swearing in or something like that. Whatever. So as it is, in Werewike's word, in his own words, there is no way forward. And then other part, this is other part. In Lagos, for those who have actually paid attention enough, they have told me that you see that guy they are trying to gaslight, the one they are calling Maiyegun and the rest of that. And the whole thing that is also backfiring as much, this is what somebody said and why it will take more than a threat to actually stop people from overwhelming APC in Lagos. One of the touching moments in the lives of the young people that APC actually denied. They denied that because they believe that there won't be any consequences. Now that has become the base. Why they want somewhere could to be gone. You remember this? And that's the guy, when I heard that guy is actually about 40 years old, It's not even 40 or so. That badebo, young guy. I look at my life. I look at myself. I look at my life and I was like, what have I done with my life? What have I been doing with my life? Now my age mate won't be governor of a place that is the biggest economy in the entire, almost if not the entire West Africa. MIT trained though. Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Trained, MIT trained. Challenging the godfathers of the entrenched, endemic, corrupted system in Lagos. Is making all of them to shit in their pants right now, and they've lost all common sense, even to tell us why it shouldn't be. So I was like, what have I done with my life? I did your 40 years. I no be senator. I no be governor. I no get ambition to be anybody's, any president, anything. I no be engineer. I no go MIT. I no go Harvard. I no go Oxford. I no, Abi. What's I go take the brag? But when I remember that, because I am not in the position of using my own age, 40 years of age, to be shouting, I can't be a mother there. Ashiwaju, our leader. Ashiwaju, my future. Ashiwaju, thank you for saying that. At the age of 40, 45, Anybody that say they will not sabotage Sanwo-Olu, we are going to kill anybody. At the age of 40, I will be more ashamed. I wait till I take console myself with that. Say, my situation may not, I may not be MIT trained, I may not be Harvard trained, I may not be engineer, I may not be whatever anybody want to use to brag. As all of you are so fond of them, okay? I feel jealous. It's just that I respect them, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. But when I saw that guy, when they said it's like 40 years, it's not even 40, it's like 39 going to 40, like me, age meeting me. I suppose cry, but I just feel like, well, I'm still better because if they pack all of us, we'll be 40. If they put the likes of Gbadebo and people like him like that, if they put them for far front, I feel still there like about third row. Yeah, I mean, they will say, sorry, are you Professor Maiyegun? Yeah, honorary. Say, oh, okay, you are Professor Maiyegun. People call you Professor. Professor of what? Professor of Temple of Truth. Oh, okay. Have you written any book that that could really tell us how you got your professorship? I say honorary. Honorary. Now my people they call me professor. Nobody say I be professor for it. No, I know professor. Now, community, local government professor. It's okay. Oh yeah, stay the third role. Oh yeah, carry all 40 years old with the Niger, my age mates. Carry all of us together. Then you realize that Moshokwe Temi. Go and look at those who are actually like rolling up shirts. Getting high because they want to go and fight people that will not vote for Sanwo-Olu. Imagine 40 years old. How many Dugbo are you seeing in your area? Telling you that. Well, I tell you, that's Sanwo-Olu. You know, suppose Sanwo-Olu last song. We go kill anybody new. 45 years old, 50 years old. So if I see those people, I no get hope. I no get hope. I get hope. So make this guy no to impress anybody. The reason why, another reason is because, if you have been been motivated, if you have been motivated by criminals, agberos, and the rest of that, and somebody just come from nowhere, they talk saying go Massachusetts Institute of Technology. You can't talk like somebody that they just imported from, freshly baked. They say, oh yeah, order for something decent, something nice. You can't order for Gbadebo. They can't deliver, and you can't say, how come this can't be like a fresh bread of agege like this? Emma for Palarajo, and they say, kini, big deal, no. It won't where they gone. Only my call us MIT ni. And we have people who have been to Harvard. Where Tinubu go? Chicago State University, they don't get a name. Now criminal. Where Amber they go? They say, when everybody was trying to do something with their life, this Sanwo-Olu. Now Amber they told us, see, in case if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's a flashback, okay? Now the guy somehow, he was with those people shouting, we no go gree, we no go gree. For police brutality, we no go gree. It was there. I don't know. And the guy be that. So it was so easy for the people we know even we don't they look for where to burn Sanwo-Olu and his sugar daddy, Tinubu. I just saw the guy say, almost see how the guy fresh, fine. You know this, all of you. Say almost, hey, stop it, Nkechi. Stay focused. Don't lose focus. Say, I said, what do you do for fun? When you want to have fun, what do you do for fun? They asked him. He said, well, I love sailing. I enjoy sailing whenever I want to have fun. In fact, I went to MIT because of my love for sailing. Àwọn ọmọ Gen Z. Emma Bino. Oh my God, when I listen to him like this, I just go straight, I just wet. Kilode. Now, so then, you need to see some of them on social media. Oh my God, when maybe I say I'm looking at him like this, I'm just wet. Just what? No sense, no nothing, everything, no matter. I guess he got everything, Maiyegun. The Agberos are now like, Kilon Shon, if you go MIT, our own son Weku also went to asylum for Bagada now. Kini big deal. Everybody went somewhere and they got certificate. If you enter asylum, if you go Bagada asylum, whether they check your brain, but they will certify you that you are well and they will give you a certificate. I didn't know that. It was the former governor of Lagos who said it. That one they brag about MIT. Somewhere could they brag about I don't know, Bagada. Ambody, what do you think?
And the only way out for us is to continue to do that in the next 4 years. This particular aspirant, as you all know, you can go and check it, the records are there. This is somebody that has been arrested for spending fake American dollars in a nightclub in America. And he's been detained for months. And he knows that he has won mock shots for months before this whole thing was quenched. He's also known that he doesn't have the competence to do what he's being propelled to do. The records are there in Bagada General Hospital. This is somebody that has gone for rehabilitation before. We don't want to go too far, but we know.
Alhamdulillah. 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 Alhamdulillah.
Àwọn ọlọ́pàá máa kó anybody lẹ́nu. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá máa kó anybody lẹ́nu.
Last year, yeah. Now waiting go happen last be that. Everybody go get ready. Everybody go warm up, go get ready. Do not let whatever they are plotting, from what I have been told, let's say when I don't even need poster. You see, somebody Maiyegun pa me now. It is so important that I'm not to take care of mental health. Well, we have to take care of our own mental health, okay? I won't forget the time when somebody told me that my program is scary. That my program is so raw, okay? That if you put your whole heart and mind listening to me, by the time the program is done and you are all by yourself, you will begin to now play the scenario, different scenario in your head. What could be going on in Nigeria based on what Maiyegun showed you and what Maiyegun said. That a lot of people are now scared of Nigeria. And that got to me because I don't joke with anything that has to do with mental health, okay? Because mental health is something that can keep you up all night, get you scared. You get what I mean? It's a terrible state of mind. And it can happen to anybody. It's something that, you know, when people say that they have what they call the panic mode. You know, when you are imagining something, and before you know it, you are sunk into it. You begin to believe what you are imagining. Not just believing them all. You begin to actually bring them to reality, like to say something is coming for you. It's like, it's going to put you in that state of mind where it's going to be like, you know something. Then somebody knows that you know something. And they are coming for you. Then you become scared. And sometimes become incoherent. Nigeria damages mind and it keeps people up all night. So I try my best to water it down and make it sound like it's funny. You know it's not funny. You know, right? I'm not funny. Even when I laugh and do all of that, it's just to kind of, you know, I don't know if it is working anyway, but when somebody says, Maiyegun pa me now, God knows how much laugh you had before you are able to even type out, Maiyegun pa me now. So I am happy that, sure you get. Pay attention to all that is happening. Protect yourselves, okay? Manage your expectations. Emotion is something that is very expensive these days. A lot of people don't have empathy anymore. You know? Have you heard what happened to Mommy Shola? Kilo happened? Daddy Shola, wọ́n gbé ìṣó mi ni. wọ́n ní wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ kí ló ṣe wọ́n mọ̀ pé ìṣòwò àánú búrẹ́dì tó ń jẹ ni kí lẹ máa wá ṣe sí báyìí ṣé wọ́n ti gbé wọn lọ sí hospital, have you taken him to the hospital, have you tried to do this or that? Concern, empathy, yeah? You know, day again, it's scarce. Say, Baba, do you know what happened to Ajia? Kí ló ṣe Ajia, Baba? Well, see, I get my own problem. What happened to Ajia? Let's say Ajia fell from Okada and she broke one leg. Well, I thought you wanted to say something important. Is that why you are stopping me? Am I the doctor? Ni? Say if anybody break leg, you take them to anybody where they straight leg. You know why? A lot of people are going through a lot right now. So emotion, empathy, sympathy. More expensive guns in you. You will see people going through a lot. They will be talking to themselves. And then you'll be like, God, the apostle. I be which kind of boss I enter this morning to real long. This man that is talking to himself like as if is he a madman? He's not mad. People are going through a lot. And that is why it is so easy to manipulate people by these criminals. You have no idea. I have seen somebody that I actually thought he was speaking to a ghost. Meanwhile, he was just planning his way, arguing with himself. No. Every time. I don't understand. Until they are like, no, I'm planning. It will plan in your damn public. You cannot be planning like this in public, talking to yourself. People are going through a lot. That's the point I'm making. People are going through a lot. So if they have a way and everywhere they want to unload them, sure you get. Sometimes, if you have a tiny empathy, make una manage them. Because if you, with the level of people who are going through a lot right now in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, if you start showing empathy, before you leave your house, enter the next street, you go run out of empathy. You know, go there again. You know? Oh, so sorry. Let's pray. God, Almighty God, please heal your child, heal your child, and amen. That got to me, Sha. I feel so sorry for that woman. By the time you cross another street and they say, what is all of this? By the time you enter third street, you know, go get empathy left. Somebody says, like, is this world war? Ni? The other one is a woman. That other place is another man. This one don't enter Kana now with Okada. You go just move on. So don't waste your empathy. At this time, manage them, maintain them. I love telling people to manage their expectations. If you are going after them on Saturday, you have no idea the people you are going after. Or maybe you do, but you just don't know how deep they are. They will put everything into it. Oh dear, they will fight dirty. They've done everything. It seems that the other thing they are saying right now is that PDP are stepping down for Labour Party, or Labour Party collaborating with this or that. Listen, as long as it is the obedient, even if you don't know what they are capable of doing, just fear them. If you have something to lose, especially in the establishment called Nigeria, if by accident, if by error and omission, APC lose legacy, story me niyo. And I don't think, even you, the obedient, I don't think you are ready for the consequences of that. Even though the consequences is going to be to your own, it's going to be in your favor. Satisfactorily, you probably witness something that you've never witnessed in your life or never expected to witness. Is bigger than what you think. That's why if you see them put everything against you, everything towards it, from Friday to Saturday, Omo Yami, They are fighting for their life and survival. Take over, bo. Empire at a funny year. I'm telling you. Empire Shigini, funny year. They are still threatening people on WhatsApp. Let me read this one. They call themselves ICG worldwide. The Tinubu Jide Sanwo-Olu campaign, right? In one of their conversations, planning on what to do, they said all the government appointees should go out and work, or they think people work for them. People will work for them this time, so they will come and sit in the aircon to enjoy other people's sweat. Everyone is wise until we realize that those who work should be the one to enjoy. We need to reassess the system because people are tired. Even the councillor will sit somewhere and claim it's the responsibility of the party to campaign and win election for them. We need to emulate Asiwaju. But you see the one that replied after, the typical Agbero from Lagos. He said, at this point, APC leadership need to strategize for the gubernatorial election against the Igbo bigots. Because in their camp, they still believe that Labour Party is Igbo. And everybody that is voting in Lagos is Igbo. This is what miseducation, misinformation, bigotry, as well as selective amnesia does to people. These are the worst from Yoruba land, unfortunately. They are now the loudest. You can help us destroy them, okay? Labour Party, all of you, try your best, okay? I wish you all the best. Destroy them so that these guys can go and find real job. I'm talking about real job, not political job, not this lay about and then unproductive lifestyles, okay? Please, do it for posterity. Just destroy them, disarray them, send them away. I want to see how they are going to be afterward, okay? So they want people to unleash Wike option. So he said, I suggest we do the Governor Wike option. Let the leaders do the needful. Clear ground for the boys to disenchant the opposition from voting. Don't wait for Igbos to win election in Lagos. Let's be proactive. I can conveniently undo my area operations. Irolong pao, Chengbo. Irolong panalayo. Now lie, you lie. You, brother, Irolong pa, you don't get any control anywhere. All of you na keypad warriors. You worries that if they don't give you money, you won't do anything. All of your love and the confessional, they are all paid for. Really be. If they still no pay you, now mouth all of you na get. You might not even get the number. Now they know say Agbero no they vote. Agbero no get voters card. Because Agbero no get house. They no get anything. I mean, Tinubu didn't make them responsible. They just pretend to be. Share you there with me, right? Because at the end of the day, now waiting go settle and be this. Share they go pay us, and they go pay us. If they don't pay us, go fire all of you. Saturday is Saturday. You better mobilize yourself and actually go there and vote instead of waiting for your leaders to falsify figures, change numbers, and then allow you terrorists, all of you local terrorists, miseducated illiterates. We have to fight for our Yoruba land. 24 years. Look at your lives. As useless as those criminals who are using your life to play Ludo. Abi? We have to fight for this. You better don't come back here a day later and start lamenting in your WhatsApp group and you lose. Politics is not a job.
Almost all of you. And your betrayal, many betrayals. Many things. So I can share for the boy. Share. I can lie around. Could you lie? You know. Bibi oni ya ni gbogbo yin. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ jáwọ́ nínú òṣì yìí. Kó má gba ìlú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́.
Wèrè tó sọ̀rọ̀ sí tó sọ pé àwọn APC agent wo àwọn tó jẹ́ leader gọgọgọgọ ò lọ bá wọn ṣé owó tó ní kọ́kọ́ fáwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ gan wọn kò fún wọn dípò bóyá agent àbí àwọn aráàta ṣé labour tó ń wọlé ṣé ó náwó ni ṣó náwó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ tọrọ síbi tọrọ wa kí ni wọ́n kọ́ fáwọn agent tí wọ́n fi jíṣẹ́ ìwọ gan ṣé ò ti gbàgbàgbàgbà bóyá wọn wá rántí ẹ̀ mọ́ sí ilẹ̀kùn wa bá ẹ kó ṣì lọ́jọ́.
74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82, 83.
I am MaiyegunsDiary Politico. I am your plug, the best political plug when it comes to Nigeria political charade and shenanigans. The complexity, or should I say, they say it's complicated. It's not. It is crooked, corrupt, and dirty, even deadly too. So if you want to know what's going on in Nigeria politics, as well as the actors and characters that actually act all the roles that ended up having to impact on our lives, every day of our life, including the Kolu Tinubu as their president-elect. If you are living abroad, you better start learning how to cope with some of this different kind of profiling that you are likely going to come across at different international airports, including your workplace, where your friends are going, your work friends are going to ask you, is it true? Is it true? Is your president a former drug baron? Oh, is it true that your president is a convicted drug dealer? Oh, is it true that he's a kleptomaniac who actually, brought his way? I mean, I'm just saying, those are the consequences of elections. I don't want to be part of it. I love reporting it. That's exactly what I do on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, and I've done that tonight. I wish I could take a few calls and then I call it tonight, but I can't. I'm going to see you some other time, okay? Thanks so much for spending your evening with me. We were nearly 5,000 of us on YouTube earlier, but as usual, all of them love to play the social distancing with the offering pots. The offering right there, if you're watching me on YouTube, is to make sure you like the video before you go. If this is your first time of watching Maiyegun live, I implore you to please subscribe, okay? If you also love what I'm doing and you've been seeing this for so long, right? You can also subscribe to my membership base, which means you can become a paying member of my platform. I have a lot of people there who support Maiyegun. I mean, they subscribe every month. They just want this, and this is their way of saying thank you. And to every one of you who have always been here every night, I say thank you. Don't let me give too much of a legislative speech, okay? That's me for tonight. I am going to see you some other time, okay? Stay safe, and don't make yourself the next target of their scam and scheme. And mostly, if you are just watching, watch this broadcast from the beginning again. It's quite loaded with some quite interesting information, I would say. Meanwhile, like I said, enjoy your night. Stay safe and join me again next time. So, good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. MaiyegunDiary Politico. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. MaiyegunDiary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òwúrọ̀ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́.